he was telling me about the strip club and shit, and he was like, "This man is filthy." I was like, "What you mean?" He was like he'd have on a whole fit, jeans, a whole fit. And they were like, "Oh, we going to the strip club? I gotta go home and change." Said he go home and put on sweatpants, no drawers. I was like, "Nigga has no strip club etiquette, bro." Like, that is that is that is filthy right there. That's dangerous. That is a dangerous person. Oh,
Hey, I'm keep,
Sledge, happy to see
I'm
you,
keeping
man.
I'm
How
keeping
you
it in
been?
there. I'm cutting the name out that you said, but I'm keeping the rest of it out. Keep the rest of it in
Keep
there.
that, but just cut his name out.
All right, refresh me.
Yeah.
What I miss?
Basically,
I
this
was just saying, rule number one when you go to the strip club. If we start now,
yeah, we starting now.
rule number one when you go to the strip club,
Okay.
wear what
Dress
you
for
got
success.
on. You shouldn't have
Where
to
would you get?
change first. If you have to go home to change into sweatpants with
What you
no
mean?
drawers, you have no strip club etiquette.
Oh, you a freak?
Sledge, he
No,
said
you
his
got no.
nigga,
You're a freak.
he said his
You're a
nigga was
freak.
dressed. He's dressed like he was supposed to go, like right, like he would have like t-shirt and jeans, and then they say, "Hey, we go to the strip club." Then he go home and switch into sweatpants with no drawers.
He said, "I want him to
I'm
feel
not
it,
walking
bro."
in with him.
Like,
I'm not
like,
walking in with him. That's a that's a
like,
that's a
like,
quick essay. That's a quick essay. That's a quick essay, bro. Don't trust niggas like that, bro.
I'm just
like
saying.
with
I
me,
think that
with
should
me,
be.
like I like wearing sweats just because they're comfortable, not because I want them to feel it and like that. I just like to be comfortable. But
To go home and take your drawers off though. I feel like that's devious behavior. I don't know if I use the word right or not, but that is devious behavior right there. Like,
he say he say he go just to check. That's disgusting.
don't take. hey, I'm just saying. I feel like that's not the rules. That should be in the handbook.
That's a good way to start off rules wise. Oh man. All right. So let me introduce us real quick. So this is the Bad Guy Spoken podcast. I'm the bad guy, Kenny. And to my right, we have Mr. Unbiased TK. Sledge is gonna be popping in here like now.
Popping in and out.
Okay, so Sledge is here now. The wise one Sledge is here.
Yeah, listen. Oh, I got a lot of etiquette. You just start talking. I'll follow up.
Okay, so
I'm a strip.
so, so
I am a strip club vet.
Sledge is a
I've
strip club vet. He's a strip club vet.
I am a
I
I
feel
was
like I
a
do pretty well. I feel like I'm a strip club role player. I'm not exactly the I'm not
I am
like
You
if
know,
people come
I feel
through.
you.
I'm the what's his name? I'm like what's that nigga's name? I'm like Channing Frye. I'm not
you
about to
shut
put
up.
no crazy
Nah,
numbers up, but I
nah.
do okay. I do okay.
Nah. I
That's
am I'm I am I ain't gonna say I'm the LeBron James because I ain't that. I'm not in too deep, but I am I am Kevin Durant of Nah, I ain't Kevin Durant. Nah, I ain't Kevin
That's
Durant.
pretty good. That's
And then
pretty good. Now
I might be I
all
might be
right.
the I might be the I might be Russell. Nah, I might
nah,
be Kevin
that's
Durant.
still high.
I'm gonna go ahead.
What's that point guard? Light skin point guard. He wasn't great, but he was really good. He was really good. I'm trying to think of his name. He played
Derek
back in
Fisher,
the not him. It's a little bit after him. A little bit after him. I don't know why I'm
Derek
blanking on his
Williams.
name right. Yep, Deron
Mike
Williams. That's his
Bibby.
name. Deron Williams. That's what I said. Like you like Deron Williams. He get an all star. He get
Hey,
a
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a comparison.
Yeah, go ahead. Who you?
I think I'm like I would say I'm the Rudy Gay or Derrick Rose of strip clubs. Like my potential is
You got an
unmatched.
MVP. You got an MVP with
My
Derrick Rose.
oof
You
oof.
got
Well, all
yeah.
right, all right. I
You was
had
good
I
at
had
your
a short
ACL. You lost
lived.
your
I had
job.
a great run. I had a great run. I had a great run,
I'm
but
doing.
then
I am Dwayne Wade of strip clubs.
okay.
So
Oof.
you arguably best in
I
your
be
position.
I be in my hey. I am Dwayne. I'm not gonna say Kevin Durant because Kevin Durant is like nigga. You're there. I'm Dwayne Wade of strip
Dwayne
clubs.
Wade is
Like
there too, though. That's
yeah,
it might be a little better.
it might be a little better.
Wait, was cold. I'll
Now
say it to you.
who had a
I'm the Carlos Boozer of
who had
strip
a
club.
I ain't going out like that.
You ain't going out like that.
I ain't going
Carlos,
out like that.
I got a great
Nah, I ain't
mid
going
range.
out like
You
that.
know,
I
like
would say this, Slick.
Nah.
I would say like for you, I would say you probably like a Robert Ory. You like a Robert Ory. You did well. You did well. You wasn't the star of your team, but you gonna get that ring.
There you go.
So
I
the reason why
might be Mano Ginobili.
yeah, the reason I'm saying this because like we know what we talking about. Now we ain't no big balls. We ain't coming in there with thousands of
why
dollars.
we're here. We're vets.
Yeah, we know
I
we
play my
doing
role. I do my job.
So this is strip club etiquette 101. This is ball on a budget. You know, it's for niggas that you coming in with a couple hundred. With me, you know, I come in there with about 40. I come in there about 40.
40 is enough.
I feel like you can make 40 stretch. I know that sounds crazy. You ain't $40. I've made stretch and I've had a great time.
I've had a great time with $40. Listen, I've never just
$40.
bought in $40, but I've never just bought in $40, but I've seen niggas bring in $40 in 4K and had a time of their life, and them stripper hoes did not want to leave him alone.
That's me. That's me. That's exactly me right there. Now, before we get to strip club etiquette, I'm gonna ask y'all about y'all's first time going to the strip club.
I got the first time I went as an adult, or first time I went underage.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, wait. Okay,
You've been doing this for a while.
Okay, before you do that, because you a vet. Before you do that, we're gonna say ours first. Because you was there. We got to build up to yours. So with me, when my first time going, I went. Me and my ex got into an argument, and I was like, man, I'm sick of her. She's annoying me. And I was 19 at the time, and my boy was like, hey. He was a club guy. He's a club rat. I ain't gonna say no names in this whole podcast, but he's my white friend. He was like, hey, look, we need to go out there. Well, what do you got? So like, I wasn't trying to go for no like to try to get no females. I was just going to have a good time. So he was like, okay, you know, he's like, I'll pay for you to get in. Bet. So we all go in there, and I'm like, you know, I'm like, okay, I like this environment we gotta go. I went to private dancer. That strip club. Went to
the environment.
Yeah, I was looking because you gotta know your surroundings. With me, that's how I look around my surroundings anywhere I go somewhere new. But for this place, I was like, okay, I'm like, okay, I like how everything's going. Girls in there doing their thing. I'm like, I like this. So luckily, I wasn't like I was green, but I wasn't acting green. When I said that, you know, people going in, they're like, oh, what's going on? Like I know we don't get into that. Niggas going in there acting green and getting lit up. But I went in there, you know, I'm like, huh, okay. And I'm like walking around doing my thing. I see this, you know, I'm coming there with a Captain America t-shirt. It's a tight Captain America t-shirt too. I ain't had no muscle like that. I just had a tight Captain America t-shirt on and a Captain America snapback. This is around that time frame. It's like 2011, 2012. No, it's 2012 for sure. 2012. So I'm 2012. I'm like, okay, you know, do my thing. And, you know, I'm looking. I see the one girl. I say thick. I mean a thick white woman. This is a thick white one right there.
You got some peanut butter in the roof of your mouth.
Yeah, that's thick. She was thick. I said I gotta get dance with her. But before I do that, I gotta prep for it because the dances back then was like because this is like I said, this is a different time. It said it's like I said, the dance is probably like $875 now, but then it was 25. I was like, okay, bet. And I said, okay, I can throw the 25. So I was like, I'm gonna get her, but I'm gonna get somebody else first. So I seen this other girl. She was thick. She wasn't as thick as her, but she was a thick, dark-skinned chick. Her name was Pocahontas. I was like, okay. Her name was Pocahontas. I was like, okay. So then she went in there and she had great customer service. She was just throwing that. She was like, hey, how you doing?
Great customer service.
Yeah, great customer service. She made me feel like I belonged there. She made me feel
like I'm not just tricking.
Yeah,
I'm investing.
And she was just, you know, she had the one leg up, but she just, you know, just dancing, she flexing the one cheek in my face. She was like, yeah, you know how long is your first time going in? I'm like, yeah, that's my first time. Just pop, pop. I'm like, so it was a great time. It was a great time. But then I was like, yeah, and I'm like, you know, she made me feel great going in there. But then I actually got to dance with the thick white chick, Sapphire. She had no customer service. She was just dancing, and the thing, and we go, yeah. She was thinking, I was like, golly, she was like, pow, pow, pow. I was like, oh my goodness, like it was great. It was great for me feeling wise, but the customer service just wasn't there.
Black queens forever, snow bunnies never.
Yeah. So I was like, she didn't make me feel welcome, but I still appreciated that dance. but, but like I said, it was an overall fun experience. I had a couple girls on me, like just talking to me. Like I said, I ain't coming no money for real. I think I came with at that time. Usually I come like $40. But I think that time I came with like $60, $70. But I'm
Oh,
sitting there like, I'm sitting there talking to them, talking to different girls. They call me Captain America. I'm like, Captain America, let me see. I want to talk to Captain America. So they talking to me. Captain America, I'm saving these hoes. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, they talking to me. Like I said, we just having a good old time. I wasn't acting overly thirsty, which we'll get into later on as well. But I had a good night. Like I said, I came with no money, still had a great night. Got 2 dances. Got to really experience a lot my first time. But TK, tell me about your first time.
so my first time, you know, I was a young lad as well. I was a freshman in college. Um, we was in Tiffin. Shout out to Tiffin. Nah, never mind. Fuck Tiffin.
I was
About to
about to
say,
say,
but
you sure you want to do that?
either way, we was out in Tiffin. Went to the strip club. I forget what it was called. I can't tell. I can't be like Kenny and give you names of these people because I don't really remember their names and stuff.
Well,
So,
the ones I got, they retired now. I was they old
oh no,
now.
I'm
They
just
old and
Bro,
saying
retired now.
TK
that
said
was a callback because you
I
was
don't
like, "This is
remember
my
names
first time in the strip club," and
is
you
the
remember K's
biggest
name. I'm like, "Woo!" About to
Yeah.
say, but
I
so
definitely
it was
remember names.
me. Oh, it was me and a group of friends. I'll call them Fat and Slim for this exercise right here.
I like that.
So
He
for
said
this
fat and slim.
exercise, and I'll be TK. I'll be TK still. You said what? Okay,
I like
so
that.
we in the strip club, we in college, we freshmen in college, no money, just getting money from our parents, but it was somebody's birthday. We like, hey, tonight's the night we go, we have a good time. We go in there, so strippers is talking to us and all that. So Slim decides, hey, I'm gonna go back here with this dancer and I'm gonna get a private dance, whatever. So he's back there getting a private dance. Me and Fat, we just sitting here just talking, having a conversation, chopping it up, about to say. And we noticed, Slim has been going for at least a good 10, 15 minutes, probably. I don't know
Damn.
how long. But I just know it was more than one song. So, we just sitting there and
Nigga
all
spent
that
his life
chilling.
saving.
And then, all of a sudden he come back real quick. He sits down. So I'm sitting there trying to talk to him like, hey man, how was it? How much it cost? And like I said, it was a different time, like Kenny said. So dances probably was 20, 25. I know when I most recent, like what last time I went, it was like what $40, $50 a dance like that. So that's what I'm saying. So
$40
it was
Inflation.
like, yeah,
to shake your
inflation is
ass?
crazy. But it was like it's crazy.
Because you got
But it was
inflated
like
asses
20,
too.
$25 a dance. So I don't got a for sure number, but I just know we owe. I
We
see. That's how you know
old.
I'm a good friend because I said
We
we owe
old.
because see, look, I jumped the gun. We because I'm a good friend, so we all young. I don't even know. I forget whose day it was, but I know it wasn't my day. But it was it wasn't my day, but it was somebody's day, and he just came back and it's like, yeah, y'all, like, he's short $150.
Short.
Right, short $150. Because okay, look, because I do remember what he said to me when he came back. I was like, how much was it? He said, oh, I just threw her like $5, so, like he just threw her a tip. He just threw her a tip for all them dances. Not realizing that that was a bill. Like you didn't pay the bill, you gave a tip. You didn't pay the
Yeah,
whole
you,
bill just yet though, like so, now we in school, so now we having to try to scrounge up our money. We going to the ATM in the strip club to get our
yeah.
little bit of money out that we got. Had to call a friend to bring like an extra 20 something to get us out the situation. Needless to say, my first time at the strip club as a freshman in college it was nothing like it's been when I gradually got a little bit of money to my name and got a little older. But it was a good overall I can't say it was a good overall experience because I didn't get no dances for real. I was just there, like,
Well,
but
me, I want to get what all the strip club had to offer. You
you
go into the restaurant for the first time, you're like, you know what? Let me try the appetizer sampler. Let me go ahead and
let me
try
get
that
a
out.
let me get one of them horse divers. You got the escargots and all that. Like, yeah, you got an escargot. Yeah,
Yeah, Yeah, so the
Yeah,
way
I
mine
didn't really
was,
get to. I
the
didn't get
difference
to do no
between
wine
mine and yours.
tastings.
Oh, my fault.
Huh?
So the difference between mine and yours, though, they did y'all dirty because with mine, because we had if we wanted to dance for a like specific girl, we had to go to the bartender and tell them, "Hey, I want to dance for such and such. I want to do one song, two songs, however long it is."
Oh
They go to
yeah.
money. I
Nah.
guess yours wasn't set up like that. Yours was just like, "Hey, I want to
He
private dance for you."
came. She came and got him like, "Hey, you want to dance?" And this nigga, Slim was like, "Yeah, I take a dance," and he was back there just dancing for like I said, it had to be at least 10, 15 because we was sitting out there chopping it up for a minute, like just watching them on stage. So the whole time we watching them on stage though, too, you got to think we probably throwing ones here or there, for them to come out and say, "Y'all owe us some more money." It's like, well, I'm gonna need this money from back off the stage, like, because
He's like,
I
"I threw
ain't
it out
got it,
there."
dog. Like, I ain't got it.
So they knew. I mean, they knew y'all was broke college
They knew
students.
we was broke. They knew we was broke
Like,
because
he was
we
like,
all
"Come on."
came in there all excited, like we
You
ain't
came in
come
there
in making
green.
a
You came
scene
in
or
there
nothing.
green.
We ain't no like, we ain't no. I tell you, I do remember a time where I know you was with me. I forget who it was. We was all together and we went in green until Rachel's. And it was like we got to the door and they, "Oh, Teddy." And it was like,
No,
"Get y'all's ass." Get y'all's ass. Y'all not old enough.
I
It
think
was
it's
like,
about a different time, but that's hilarious. That's hilarious because we were definitely when we that time we didn't even go in. We were underage
we
and
was trying to
we were trying to get
we
in.
almost got in.
Who yelled out? Oh, Titty.
I don't know. I forget who. I know it was me, you. I think we had,
Yep, I know who it was. I know who it was. So if it was if I'm coming for names now, if we
because it was a group. It was a group of us.
yeah, if it was dreads and braids, well, I'm coming one dreads, one other one braids.
I don't think it was them though. I don't think it was them.
No, it was definitely them.
You think so?
It
I
was
don't think
definitely
it was.
them.
I think we
No,
had somebody else with us
no,
that.
it was definitely them. I do remember. It was dreads that did it. Dreads did it. Dreads came in
Nah.
there and said like, and because he when he said it over my shoulder. He said it over my shoulder. I do remember that. And I remember we were peeking in. Like I said, we looked too young to go in there. Like saying,
But we
none of
was
us had
right
facial
there.
hair. We all had struggling mustaches. We all
We
Mm,
still struggling.
mm.
we all had struggling mustaches. So like so we were young. That's how young we were. We were fresh 18. I think some of us 17. We was in there like, hey, we was in there looking, peeking through. We seen a little bit of leg. Oh, it looked like a little leg. It's like, you want to watch the fuzzy channels. You can see it a little bit. When you see the point. You're like, well, I think I see a titty. And that's somebody's like, oh, a titty. And they was like, hey, y'all too young. Get on out of here.
Hey,
They was gonna
hey,
give
kick this out. Sent this out right there. Like, damn.
us Sledge. What about your first time going to the strip club?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
All right. So my first time at the strip club, I'm gonna give you my first adult time. Cause I went at 17. I went at 17, but then when I went at 21, I went in Myrtle Beach. So I went to Myrtle Beach. I'm
You
in
That
the
went to
sounds
a
like
strip.
a
strip
good
club.
time.
Yeah, you went
So
to yeah,
listen.
you had a great time.
That sounds
So
like a good
listen.
time.
I'm at a strip club. We don't know. Listen, bro. We trying to go to a club. We driving. It's me, my uncle, and my 16-year-old brother. We're trying to go to a club, and we don't know. We're from Columbus, so we driving around. So I just was like, "Hey, fuck it, bro. Y'all trying to go to the strip club?" My uncle's drunk ass is like, "Yeah." And then my brother, like, he's just a drunk ass. And then my brother, like, they ain't gonna let me in. And I'm just like, they ain't gonna know. Like, you're good. So we get to the strip club, bro. It's $10 to get in. I give her the 10. My uncle gives her the 10. My brother gives her the 10. They didn't check IDs. I should have known something was up.
Did they at least frisk y'all when
Yeah,
you
they
went in
frisked
there?
us. They frisked us. They
Okay,
for sure
okay.
they
I was
frisked us.
gonna say if they ain't Frisco either. I was like, that place is definitely not safe.
So we went to the $10 cover. So the whole time I'm in there, don't forget, we're basically down south. The whole time I'm in there, there's these two bad bitches. These is bad bitches. Now, a little bit about myself. I had a struggling mustache.
Yeah, I
Fresh
told
out.
you. That's how you know you was young. Yeah, everybody got a struggling mustache.
I just turned. I just turned 20. No, I didn't just turn 20, but I was 20 that year. So I'm real fresh. I'm real fresh in the face. I'm real thin in the neck. You know,
Fin on the neck.
real thin in the neck. I'm not. I'm young, and you can tell I'm young. So we get in the strip club. It's two bad bitches dancing on stage. I'm like, my God, this has to be it. This is everything that Future was talking about. So to give you another insight, Future, the song "Turn on the Lights" by Future is playing, and these hoes on stage, just how they twirling around the stage, shaking ass. So then I'm like, okay, we're in a good place. So at the time, there's only like 10 people in the strip club. I guess we were early. So we get to the motherfucking strip club. We in the strip club, we chilling. All of a sudden, all the ugly hoes that's not on stage, they're the ones trying to give out the dances. But listen though,
Of course.
I got money.
Y'all on vacation.
I
You
got
on
money.
vacation.
I'm on
Yeah.
vacation. So listen,
Yep.
I'm using my grandma's money at
Gotta
the
live
time.
it up on vacation. I got you.
Yeah. So listen. So the hoes is like, do you want a private dance? I said, what's that? She said, no, you just go. She's like, is this your first time? Nah, this ain't my first time. I ain't never been here before. So she took me to the back. Now this chick, just to give you some clarity, she had a gut. She had a gut. You can tell she there to take care of her babies.
Okay. It's a good mother.
This is what you're here for. This is what you're here for. So she gives me the private dance. I said, how much is it? That private dance was $30. I gave her 40. I gave her 40 because I got etiquette.
Okay. You
But I
had
made
money. You had money.
but
No, you didn't
I
have
had money.
etiquette. You had money. It's
I had
different.
money. But
That's different.
TK, I made her work for that 40 fucking dollars. So I gave her, I showed her the money, and I was just like, nah, you got to dance first. So she did. I could tell she might have been new too, but so she's dancing, and she's like, do you come here often? And I'm like, nah, I'm not from here. She said, oh, you look like you in the army. You look like you was in the army or something. I'm like, nah.
She's trying to give you another service.
Yeah, she's like, I said, I never served my country. She said,
That's a hell of an answer.
no lie.
That's a hell of an answer.
This is how, listen, bro, I've never been scared of coochie before, but your first time in the strip club, you don't want to be too ignorant, but you don't want to be too freaky, if I may say.
Right.
You don't want to be too freaky. So I'm like, nah, I never served my country. She's like, what do you do? I said, I play football. I'm in college. She said, oh, okay. So now she's gyrating on my meat as we're having a whole discussion about what do I do in life. As soon as the song ended, she said, we started halfway through the song, so I'm going to give you another dance on the house because I don't think it's right. I said, okay, bet.
She's good.
That's a good one.
She's a good person. Yeah.
She's asking me where I'm from. She's asking me what brings me down to Myrtle Beach.
Good customer service.
You out of
Okay.
turn. Good customer service.
Grade A customer service. So listen, as soon as I think it was like Little John One Night Stand, that was the second song. As soon as that song came off, you would have thought she shut down like a goddamn robot. Left and went on about her fucking business. I said, left me there with a hard dick. I said, oh God. Oh damn, I can't walk out of here like this.
Now I gotta go back to my table and shit.
Yeah. So she walks out. I wait a little bit, get myself in order. So now, at the time, when I say TK and Kenny, we got money, we got money. My uncle is buying everybody drinks at the bar. This is how I knew, but he's already drunk. So then the second girl comes up to me and says, damn, you fine. Now listen, I know I'm out of town. I don't get a lot of girls in town saying, damn, you fine. Now that 20 years old, so now I'm acting like motherfucking Mekhi Phifer. Cheesing and shit.
Now nigga in there shooting paper balls. Bet it back, nigga.
What? So look. So she like, you want to dance? I said, how much? She said, 25. I said, well, I only got my card on me. She said, oh, there's an ATM over here.
We gonna get it. Like I said, that's in my rules. We gonna get into that in a little bit.
That's a rule. I found out the hard way. So I went to so she escorted me to the ATM, put my card in, Ask me what my code was.
Oh hell!
I swear to God. Ask me what my code was. Ask me what my code was. And then I put the money in. I put the money, the amount of money I want. I said $100. You know what I'm saying? It said a $10 ATM card. And she said, I looked at her, I said, $10? Because I've always been ignorant. I said, $10 fucking dollars. She said, don't worry, it'll be worth it. So I agreed.
I was gonna say that's why she wanted to do it for you, because she didn't want you to see that.
Yeah. Yes. So listen, she's shaking her ass on me. So I passed her to my little brother. We got money. My uncle like, oh, don't worry, everything's on me. Everything's on me. So the bad bitches is over here dancing on me. We throwing money. We probably threw about $200. Bro, we having a time. So my brother, this is where shit gets shaky. One of the girls, she was ugly, but you could tell she's a goer. This bitch get on my
We'll get
brother.
to that too. I said one of my rules. We'll talk about that too.
She's ugly as fuck, but she's a goer. This bitch gets with my brother. My brother don't. This is why I forgot. Like, damn, this nigga 16. Like, damn, he ain't supposed to be in here. So the bitch talking about, hey, if you shoot me a hundo, I give you, I give you a private dance. I said, bro, don't do that. Don't do that. Not for no hundo when I just got one for 40. Like, nah, like $30. Like, nah,
You comparing
don't do that.
prices?
So listen,
He's like, look,
don't
but
forget.
now Walmart got it for $40.
Yeah.
Like, Kmart.
Yeah, so now
Yeah,
I'm talking adult sense to my brother, like, nah, that ain't working. She like, but I'm about to suck him up. So I'm like, so I said, hey, bro, I said, listen, man, me personally, I'm not paying to get my dick sucked. Like, I'm just not like I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not doing it. My brother's 16 years old. That nigga gave her the 100 so damn quick. So he gave her the 100. I said,
Keep
bro,
the change.
man, bro, basically like, yeah, like, so he gave her the 100. She took him in the back. She took her in the back. Now I'm kicking it with my uncle. Girls are shaking ass on us. We having a good time. We talking to him and shit. We throwing money. All I get is the security guard grabbing. I see the security guard look in the private room area. So the security guard looks in the private room. Then I'm like, oh, whatever, just because you gotta make sure these hoes are safe. So
yeah.
he looks in the private room. So then he goes gets the I guess the manager. So he goes gets the manager. And the manager comes, and the security guard got my brother hemmed up. He brings him over to me like, is he with you? He like, is he with you? And I'm like, yeah, he with me. He like, y'all gotta go. We're not allowing fellatio in the club. Hold on, bro. This bitch just said she was gonna suck a dick for $100. No. So,
He said, that was fellatio. That was head.
Yeah. So
That was fellatio. That was just head.
So listen, get us out. We're getting kicked out.
Yeah.
But we ain't from here. We ain't from here. We from New York City, goddammit. So we not from here. So now it turns into y'all got us fucked up. This bitch, my brother paid this bitch $100. We either need the money back and leave, or he gotta finish and we leave. like, which one
wild.
is it going to be?
I was just about to say, if head is like them dances, she only give you a little bit. Okay, you gotta get 25. I'll keep going.
Yeah. So listen, it's a whole shit show now in the strip club. So my uncle's drunk ass, my uncle's 6'5". He over here like, man, why y'all just gotta kick us out? Why y'all gotta kick us out? I'm like, nah, fuck that. Y'all got us fucked up. We've been scammed.
Got that money out there. I just like your dick a little
We've
bit.
been scammed. I got us fucked up.
And
You think I'm
Hank
playing
will
with
come over here and
y'all?
save me.
So now, long story short, they kick us out the club. So now we're standing out in the front. The guy, we're going back and forth with the guy. We're going back and forth. Bro, give us the fucking money, bro. Like, we spent money in this bitch, bro. My uncle bought everybody at the bar a drink. We're spending money in this motherfucker, bro, because we got it. We got it. Now, we ain't have it for long, but we got it. Man, long story short, the man gives us the money back and says, don't you ever come back to these parts again. You out of towners don't ever want to do right. we out. Hey, we got the bread. We out. But like,
we
bro,
good.
we spent about $600 in there, bro. You can give us that $100 back, bro. Oh, by the way, that the bitch that was giving out fellatio, I ain't seen her for the rest of the night.
He was like the movie Life. He said, "Whichever one you see me choking, that's what I'm talking about."
Yeah. So that's how I learned. Listen, when people be like strip club etiquette, I learned a lot on my first rodeo.
Yeah, I was gonna say I learned
Yeah.
quite a bit myself. Now,
I learned a lot myself on my first rodeo. So I think we
yeah,
all
y'all
learned a
definitely
different.
did. Y'all had some bad times your first go round. But like I said, I got a couple things that I'm gonna just let y'all know about. Let y'all to do. Like it's like as if you never went to a strip club before, or you have gone, you want to know what to do next time, so you don't go through this again. So the first thing I got is let's see, make sure TK's back in here.
Damn, my bad. My shit just popped out on me.
No, you good. You
Whoa,
good. The first
damn.
thing, he's a boss. The first thing you want to do is stay focused. Now I know it's like what? What do you mean by that? Stay focused. When you first
Cause it's
get
a
in there,
whole lot of ass in there, nigga.
there's a lot because when you first get in there, that's the first thing you're gonna see, and you can't just be throwing out all your money immediately. So you gotta be patient. So now you gotta stay focused and be patient.
Right.
And
Just get through the initial door fee.
Yes.
exactly.
Be
Yes, exactly.
Just
patient.
Because
make it through
Door
that.
fee.
you got to sit down. You got to sit down. Don't
You gotta
because
sit
because
down
Yeah.
first. Get
Act like
comfortable.
you've been here
listen.
before.
And I know
You
that
feel
sounds
me?
crazy. But like, wait till you sit down. What do you mean? Like, people throwing money like that when you first walk in? Yes, we had.
Yes.
I would say this.
Yes.
Yes, the fuck they
Listen,
are.
now we're gonna go back. I ain't gonna say no names once again, but I'm gonna say it was me, TK, and Dreads. We were. No, my fault. He's braids. Me, TK, and braids. We went in there, and we're like, okay, we're doing our thing, and like so, we getting patted down. We paying to get in. I turn my head and look at something real quick. I just turn my head, looked at something real quick, turn back around, and I see she was a pretty. She wasn't the thickest girl in the club. She was a thick, dark skinned chick in there. I see braids. She didn't even do nothing for real. He's
Tipping the bitch. Just tipping the bitch off of
just
looks.
going
Not even
crazy, just like this.
Paid her
the bitch
nails
passed
right
the
there.
look
Nails
test.
done. Nails paid for.
He
Right
dropped
there.
a
Off rip.
hot. You know me. You know me. I come about $40. The first time I went, I had about 70 on me. So like I said, I seen this man, at least from what I saw, he got a good $70, $80 right there. She didn't do nothing yet for real. She just kind of just like
He said she passed the look test.
she was okay looking. That's the thing. She was okay looking.
Ah.
She wasn't bad. She wasn't ugly, but
It
she
was the
wasn't
first
bad either.
person that walked up to
The
me.
first person that walked through it, I'm like, we didn't sit down yet. Stop! And I remember I
He said we
yelled
didn't
out.
even sit down.
Stop! Leave him alone! Stop! Leave him alone! And I grabbed him, and we was like, we gonna sit down. He gonna sit down like a kid. You gonna sit down?
You over here
And I remember,
Don't
suffocating my
touch
boy,
nothing.
man.
and that's my boy. Like, hey, sit down. So when that happened, I was like, golly. So like I said, you got. So you got like especially with something like this, like I said, you gotta be focused. You gotta at least get to sit down. You gotta at least focus to get to the chair. So immediately I'm like, you gotta stop. So he paid her light bill immediately right there.
Jesus
So
Christ.
yeah, so immediately I was like, golly, dude. So at this point, I'll say another thing about the same rule. To be focused. Every club has the stripper. And when I say the
Yes.
stripper, there's always that one stripper that she's
I done
not the
seen,
best looking stripper. She's not
but
ugly either.
she
But
make that fatty roll like a 24.
she go crazy. She may not be the most. May not be stupid thick. She may not be bony, but she's that one that's like, oh my god, she's doing kind of crazy flips.
She gonna
She's
be the
doing
one
kind of
that goes
crazy.
to the top of the pole and then flip
Oh yeah.
around it 6 times and do all
Oh
types.
yeah.
You
That's
Yeah.
like,
the one. That's the one you want to save your money on because
uh-uh.
every club got that. You know
She
she's
gonna
coming.
give you your money's worth.
Every
She
club
a
got
pro.
that.
Most
Every,
time her name
That
would be something like
she
Diamond
the one that
or like,
they'll be
ooh,
like, hey,
or,
hey,
or like or like or like or like
Aries.
princess
Yeah.
Princess. Huh?
or Aries, yeah. Or
It's always name
princess,
like that. And they're gonna be
Diamond, or Mercedes.
and here's the thing too, because some strip clubs now everybody's trying to make their own money. That's about the strippers. You're still trying to make your own money, but sometimes they're gonna tell you, "Hey, look, you think I'm good? You ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till Aries get on that stage. You might hear about her all
Mm.
night." And I've done that. I've done it. When they were like, "Hey, wait till Aries get out there." Like, Aries, like, you keep doing my Aries, and all of a sudden they play that song, and it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be that one song. It's whatever the hot song is. That's summer. That's the one they playing.
She's my cherry
No,
pie.
no, no.
Not that one. Not
If
that
they
one.
playing
Make
that
that
song,
ass clap.
leave. They'll play
Make that
something
ass clap.
like I think back in the
One of them.
time where I went, it was like that FBG Duck slide song came on. If you won't slide, put the nigga in slide. And I was like, oh my god, this song's aggressive. And she was just like, I got do all kind of crazy flips. I was like, oh my, I'm looking up like, oh
Yeah.
yeah. There's always that one song, whatever the hot song is that summer. They be like, shoot, got your that.
hmm
Whatever song was in that year. There's always gonna be
The
that one
whole,
song you wanna look out
the
for.
whole, the face doing this the whole time.
You just,
Mm.
remember it's soul playing
Mm-hmm.
like even a kid. That's how it is. Now, like I said, every club got these strippers, so you want to wait on these strippers. So you don't want to throw all your money out immediately because when she come out, you want to throw some money to her. So you want to appreciate what you just seen.
Yeah.
And then the next one, you gotta go on a budget. I recommend doing this. You come with your money already prepared. You can't come in
Yes.
there ready to go to the
Yes.
ATM.
Don't go to no ATM.
Right.
Don't out.
Because
Don't. Can't go in there.
that's
Don't
what
go in
they're
the
gonna do. They're
ATM.
gonna grab you and they're gonna be like, oh, okay, and they're gonna be all over you because they're gonna make you feel like you somebody. They're gonna be on your shoulder. Oh my god, and they're gonna
I
try to
know
get
I
you to
ain't
the
shit.
ATM.
Mm.
And I tell them, like I said, because Sledge said it, he did himself, and that's one thing you don't want to do. You don't want them walking with you to your ATM to get to rob
Looking
you.
like a
That's what
looking
they
like a
rob
damn looking like a damn dummy.
you. You just like
Looking like a
Smiling the
you
whole
don't
damn
want
way
to.
through.
simp. Simptastic, nigga. Simpleton.
And the reason why I say that too, because there's another rule is don't use their ATM either.
Nope.
Like don't because you don't want to use it because like he said $10. I
Service
seen one.
charge.
Yeah,
Nigga, what?
that $10. Get like I said, that's $10.
The fuck is
You
that?
ain't
Where
even,
the fuck? I don't even know who's doing that. Who that go
especially
to?
especially for me, like I'm coming in with 40, so that's a little bit longer I can be in there with $10. That's a little bit longer I can be in there. That's another hour. That's another hour I'm in there. So like I said, don't use their ATM and because they're gonna call you cute a bunch of times. They're gonna say, "Oh my god, you look so cute," and this, and that. They gonna try to get you. Like I said, their customer service is usually really good there. That's how they're gonna get you. And another thing I'll say too, when you go in there, you want to go in there. Don't want to go in there by yourself. That's weird. You don't want to go in there by yourself. You want to go in
Oh, you
there
going there?
with a
Hey,
group or a couple. You said, you don't want to go in there by yourself. You're gonna look a little creepy. You
I've
gonna
been
still
there.
try to do some of the stuff we saying. It's not gonna work as well when you do it by
I
yourself.
I done I done been there a couple times by myself.
Yeah, you want to go. You want to go with at least two people. At least two. You go in there by. I've never been by
Sledge
myself.
be going in there getting catfish dinners and stuff.
See if you eat good. You want to go in as a group or you want to go as a couple. I've been as a couple, which is also cool too because there's a certain vibe you get to. They be like, "Oh my god, y'all so cute!" God, you're like, "Oh snap, okay, oh snap, okay." I'm like, all right, but you go as a
Hey,
group as well. It's
wow.
always fun. Go ahead.
I just said that's just wild, but yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, like you don't want to go by yourself.
I do that.
So I do. So
That's one of my. Don't worry. That's one of my stripper. That's one of my stripper etiquette rules, though. When it comes on the food side, but keep going.
yeah, okay, the food one, yeah, that's definitely yeah. But I've never had strip club food. I never had strip club food. I've
I,
never been
I
out for strip
didn't even
club
think they
food.
served food here.
Yeah, I've been hearing about it. I heard they use a couple of them. They go to Eddie's Chicken and Waffles and do it. I love Eddie's Chicken and Waffles. So I get why they say that.
So
Them
they
niggas
just
be
get a
having it all
case.
set up. Nah, yeah, it be like set up like funeral buffet style.
Hey, my shit is just like looking terrible.
What do you mean?
My connection.
My
Yours is fine
connection is
right now.
terrible
Yours,
too.
yours fine. Yeah, yours fine right now. Sledge is the one keeps cutting in
That's
and out.
cool. I just keep hearing like so. All right, yeah, I'm chilling now.
Now, next thing we talked about earlier, you want to engage in friendly and funny conversation with these strippers. Because
I
so
do
you're
all
gonna
the
make their
time.
day. You're gonna make their day. Because like it's a customer service job. They just go in there, what do you want? Let me get
You're still
3-piece
human.
chicken dinner. And then we get, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna do that. But you talk, hey, how's your day today? I hope you had a great day.
They're
I'm Kenny,
still,
by the way.
they're
And
still, they're still honorable sluts.
golly,
I'm not
Why?
gonna disrespect you because of what you do, girl.
yeah, I
You
do
still
agree.
got,
Yeah,
you still got dreams and
Yeah.
aspirations. I'm not gonna
yeah. He's like,
treat you
I ain't
like
trying
you
to be here
ain't
Yeah.
long.
shit.
That's why I like talking to them. I like to hear,
Yeah.
I like to hear
Oh,
what they do and everything.
yeah. Kenny. The last time we went, we
Yeah.
we was talking to them. We was like, how did you know, girl? We've been here so many times. We've been in strip clubs so many times. We know how this game go. We never even worked here, but we know how the
Yeah.
game
We having
go.
That's
conversations
always
with
what
them. I
it
like it.
Yeah, girl, we can help you out. Help you not to be a sucker.
You feel me? Until they try to get you and make you like, until they try to switch it up on you. Like, hold on, I didn't come here for all that. Like
I didn't come here for therapy.
yeah,
you,
yeah.
I
You
didn't
you
get,
here to have a good
or to
time.
get told what I gotta do. Something like that. Like I'm here to
TK, you
help
ever
you.
TK, you ever had somebody try to get you try to tell you what to do at the strip club?
Yes,
What'd
I
you say?
have. I have had somebody try to tell me what to do.
What
So
happened? How'd they go?
I went into the strip club, me and my cousin. Actually, it was after one of your events, Sledge. About to say I came to your event. Me and my cousin decided we gonna go to a strip club and have a good time and go kick it. You know, the stripper came up to me, said, "Hey, do you like Drake?" I said, "Yeah, he's cool. He's top
What
two with
the
me.
fuck?
All that." She said,
Yo,
"Okay, my name's
it's
Aubrey." I said, "Oh, so that's your pickup line. You like Drake? My name's Aubrey. Don't like it, but okay. It's a conversation starter. I'll talk to you. Let's talk. Let's chop it up." So then she's like, "Actually, I don't even like Drake myself." I'm like, "Oh, okay. So who's your favorite rapper?" I don't know why me and the strippers talking about rappers right now, but it's just how she came to me. So she says, "My favorite rapper is ESTG." I
Ooh,
said,
that's a
"Oh,
good pick though.
you
But go
know,
ahead.
you're a thug. I take it. That's okay. No problem. It's all right. So then, I guess, so I'm talking to a stripper, but then one of the waitresses or a hostess or a bartender, whatever, she comes up, asks me, "Hey, you want another drink?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take a Crown Apple, please." Just so then she
I
asks
am
the stripper,
thirsty.
"Does she want a drink?" She asks the stripper, "Does she want a drink?" And I'm just sitting there just thinking, she's getting me my order, she's getting her order. So then the
Ah,
stripper,
you about to pay for that
not
drink?
the stripper, the waiter comes back and says, your bill's like 30 whatever. I'm like, $30 for a Crown Apple. He said, "Oh no, you're paying for her drink." I said, "No, I'm not. Like I didn't mention that. No, we didn't nobody discuss this." But she assumed since I was talking to her, so I guess me being polite and having a conversation meant I had to buy her a drink, and so we ended up going through a little. No, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing this. So she ended up, saying, "Just give me what you think it's worth, or what she's worth."
What?
So I paid for my Crown Apple, gave her a $2 tip, and then she paid the rest out of her pocket. So it was like, but then she ended up getting mad at me and wanting to start fussing, like, "Why don't you just go to a bar if you want to have a drink and listen to music?" Say, "Well, I want to look at ass too, so I can come in here, and I paid my cover charge, so I should be good. I paid my $20 cover charge to get in here. I should be all right, Like, I don't gotta pay off. I don't have
But you
to.
didn't
Like,
even
that
ask for a
$20
drink.
should be
You
going in
assumed.
there. She didn't. She
exactly.
didn't ask. She came and asked me if I wanted one. She didn't ask, "Hey, are you going to get her a drink?" She assumed that I was paying for her drink, and it was like, "No, no, don't ever assume. Don't ever assume that." Mm-mm.
That's
Yeah.
really wild. Trying to come like that too. Luckily, I haven't had a situation like that where they try to like get me like that. But yeah, that's
Oh,
that's
I
Yeah.
have.
yeah. I was
Oh,
gonna say yeah. That's
I have. I had this one
But
girl.
you got walked to the ATM.
Yeah, that no, fuck that. I had this one girl. I had this one girl like, "Sledge, buy me a drink every time I'm in the club. Sledge, buy me a drink, bro. No, bro, I'm not buying you no fucking drink." So one
Oh,
day,
you know her.
yeah, I
You
know. I
know
went to high
her.
school with her. I went to high school with her. So one day we in there, and she like, "Sledge, buy me a drink. Sledge, buy me a drink." I said, "You know what? Today's your lucky day. Bartender, get her some of the finest well vodka you guys on
Mm,
me."
that's fucked up to say the finest well vodka
Bro,
you got.
that bitch was so salty, bro. So salty at me, bro. Talking about well vodka, well vodka. What type of person you think? Do you want the drink or not? Kettle One,
She took
bitch.
it too, didn't she?
Yeah, she took the drink,
I
bro.
know she took it.
Now, another thing too, though, we talking about that. Now, like I said, when I brought up earlier, I was talking about the best looking girl, the ugly girl. Usually, when you first get there, like I was saying earlier, there's like it's like feeding a stray cat. You don't want to. You
Mm.
don't want to. No, for
That
real,
is
you don't want to do that.
that is
And
a
that's
great. That is the best way you could put it because once you give them something, they gonna
they
always
keep
be
coming back
around you a little bit.
because
They gonna
because when
come back around.
braids
You
when
okay?
braids give out the money, and he threw the $70 immediately, she wouldn't stop coming back. And I'm like, this is one of those things you got to do. You got to wait. You sit down, throw a couple bucks. You don't want to throw the whole thing. She ain't do nothing yet. You got to make them earn it a little bit. Like you can't just can't do that. Especially when you coming in there with I think he came in there with 100, so it's like you threw all your money out already. So
Mm.
so another thing too though, because like just like in real life, the baddest girl in the club is low key the most boring. And usually the one like when you go out there, you like, oh, this girl is cold. This girl look beautiful. She got out there. I'll never forget. We went to Rachel's TK. I'm still mad at you for this. You went outside for a second, and when you went out there, there was this girl that came out bad. I mean, cold, beautiful. She's a beautiful Latina. I like Latinas. She had a beautiful face, big, big old jugs. I'm gonna say jugs, big old jugs, and she had
Voluptuous.
voluptuous, and she had them yeeks on it, them yeeks and them yams on it. She walked up there, and when I tell you she had so much confidence, she was like, it was like
Mm.
this. She
Every
was
time she
walking
walked,
like,
the ass jiggle.
yeah, bro. She was walking with shoulders though. She was like, remember on the movie Jungle Fever when the Sam Jackson's before he died, he was like, I got a new dance for you, mama. That's how she was walking out there, just like she was walking up the steps like that. It was like 3 steps to get to the stage. She was like, pow, pow, pow. I said, ooh, she about to go crazy. And then she was just like, didn't do nothing. She just moved straight shoulders, like, And I was like, damn. That was terrible. She wasn't doing shit. All that body could do nothing with. I was like,
So this is it.
yeah, I was like, yeah. I
Can
threw her
I
a
get
couple
my five
dollars though.
dollars back? I'm about to
I felt
say,
bad.
can I get my $5 back?
I'm the kind of nigga that you go out there. I still pay you for the attempt.
Oh nah,
It's
I'm
like
gonna make
Evil
you work.
Knievel. I still pay you for the attempt. You gotta stick the landing, but I still pay you for the attempt. So I did. I threw $2. I threw $2. That was the only thing out there. It was just my $2 out there. She didn't even take
I'm,
it.
I'm gonna make you work.
Yeah, she
I'm gonna
danced for
make you
3
work.
songs. Actually, no, because at that point, that club, they dance. Everybody gets 3 songs and then they leave. She didn't
How
even
you
do the
know?
full
How
3.
you know?
Because I've been there a couple. So listen, I've been there. I tell you, I'm Shannon
How
Fry.
you
Because I
know?
counted.
Nigga, you sound like me.
Because I
Yeah,
counted.
I've been there. Yeah, I've
You
been there.
sound
Everybody gets
like
3 songs.
me.
And you know me, I'm observant. I noticed. Oh, he's up there for 3 songs. 3 songs. Okay, next one. Oh, he's up there for 3 songs. I guess they're out there for 3 songs. That's how it was. So except this, I
Get an
think she
A,
was
B,
probably
and
like the
C selection.
yeah, she's probably like the 5th or 6th girl there too. Another thing too, you don't want to go there early. You want to go there a little late.
Nope.
You want to go.
You
Yeah,
want to go
that's
there late.
another rule. That wasn't my rule thing here, but you want to go there a little bit late. You don't want to go there at 8 o'clock.
You
You don't
don't
want
want
to
to
go
go
there at
there when the
7
strip
o'clock.
club. You don't want to go there when they freshly getting off. When they freshly getting on the pole.
Yeah,
Nah,
you
I
don't
need
want to
that
get it.
bitch.
Yeah.
I
You
need
want
that
to
bitch
knock the
oiled
rust
up.
off a little bit.
Yeah, I need that. I need that bitch oiled up and slippery.
Yeah, she got to be a little bit. She got to be a little bit musty. You know, she's been working. You got to be a little bit musty. Not
Yeah,
all
you
the way,
gotta be
but just a
like,
little bit.
it's about to be a good night in here.
Yeah, you got to be just a little bit musty. You know, she's been working.
Hey, yeah, you got to smell like a little bit of ass. You be
You
like,
don't want to
ooh.
get there during. You don't want to get.
You got to smell like a little bit of ass in there. Cause let's be real, all that ass shaking, you gonna get, bro. Whiff is a
Whip
whiff.
for something. You
Yeah,
get a
you
whip
gonna get
for
a
something.
whiff.
You should be sweating a little bit near. That's how hot it should be.
Oh yeah, like at a strip club. When you at a strip club, bro, if it's not a little damp in there when you walk in, what the fuck are you doing here? Why is it so dry in here? Why is it dry in here? Hey, every strip club I've been to, I've seen a fucking leak from the ceiling. No lie. No fucking lie. No, am I lying? No fucking lie, nigga. Every strip club I ever been
Oh
to, if it's
shit.
dry, you be like, nah, this ain't it. Tonight ain't it. But
Oh
if it's a little
man.
damp in there, you be like, oh, it's about to be live in this bitch. Don't let it be a night where there's no clubs open. A strip club with no club, when there's no clubs open in your city, where everything is dead, the strip club is the best place to be.
Oh man. He said a
If it
drip
ain't a
from
little,
the
when
ceiling.
you walk in that motherfucker, they be like, fellas, put your keys, put your all your items in the thing. Touch it in.
I
It's a
I do agree with you
$25
though. You gotta
cover.
go to like I know it sounds crazy. A hole in the wall strip club. Those are the best one is. A hole in the wall, like a
It's
hole
a
in the wall restaurant. Go to a hole in
$25
the wall strip
cover. Do not touch the ladies.
club.
It's a
Mm.
$25 cover. 20 for
Oh
ladies,
man.
25 for men. If you need ones, go over there. You be like, nah, I
Don't
already
do it.
got my ones.
Yeah, don't you already gotta have your ones already. You gotta that's what
I
shit. You gotta have your money already ready. You don't want to
got
you don't want
my
to get walked to the
ones.
ATM and you don't want to be that person like because it's like a casino. When you go in there, you gotta have your money already ready. Because if you go to the casino and you like you're like damn, I lost my money. You go to the casino. That's how niggas lose their house because you just can't put everything up. And you're like damn, I can't keep going back. You gotta have a set budget. You can say, hey, you know what? I'll go back to the ATM one time, but I can only pull out this much. But if you keep going back like that. And it's already like I said, the ATM's already charge you $5, $10. You're like, golly.
But when you walk into the strip club, like you said, you got to case the joint. You have to case the joint. If you don't case the joint, then you're not going to have a good time because you have to see what talent is there. Because some of the talent don't start.
Exactly.
Some of the talent shifts don't start till 12:30.
And that's the thing too. You don't want to get there during the shift change either. That's
Yeah,
why I say you don't go
don't
too
get there.
early.
You want to get like some of that stuff. You be like, damn, the new girls is out shaking ass. Okay, they gonna get a little money. But then when you see that bitch that's running late because her sitter was late, because
You about to
her
work.
sitter. Yeah, because her sitter late, she coming in with that bag, and then all of a sudden you turn your head, and then you turn your head again. She's already out. That's a pro, and this is who we've been
Yeah.
waiting on.
You
But
like she was in
then,
regular clothes just
yeah, she
30 seconds
was
ago.
bruh,
That's that's Superwoman right there.
bruh, that's it, bro. You gotta make your thing. And if you drink, go buy you a drink. But we don't drink. Well, TK does, but me and Kenny don't
TK.
drink. So you go make your round. You go make your round,
See,
and then you gotta make sure that you gotta act like you the shit. You gotta act like these bitches don't like you.
and
I mean, like you don't like these bitches. Like you don't like. I'm really not here for these bitches. I'm not really here to throw money.
I'm just
But
here
if
to
I have
have a good
to, I
time.
will. Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
here to have a good time.
that's
Like
why
you
I
can't be
said
pressed.
my potential is through the roof. My strip club etiquette, the potential, because like you, okay, so going through you guys' list, because you sound like professionals, and I'm a rookie, I guess to you. So so
You
so
sound like
right
Hey,
now, if
that's
I'm
professional.
going
crazy.
down my checklist, I come in there like Kenny said. I like to come in. I like to get a seat. I come in with a set budget. Now I do get ones there because I don't really know where to go get all these ones at. But I come in there with my money. I have a set budget. So if I come into the strip club now, I say I'll probably go in there with like 160 to 200, 220.
But that's
Because
cool. Wait. To cut you off just for a second. That's
mhm,
cool to get ones there because then they like, okay, because then they can look and be like, oh, he got
They can
that
say,
money.
"Oh,
Okay,
he got money,"
yeah, he
but
got
the
money.
look,
That's
ATM is
you
a
cool.
feel me?
no
That's
go.
why
That's good.
that and
I'm saying have your money ready. Don't go to the ATM. Have your
ATM is a
money
no go.
ready.
so
If you say I'm
oh
gonna
yeah,
spend
for sure.
200, you have 200 in your hand.
So from that story right there though, too, when I said they tried to get me, when I got my ones, it was from the one that came over there and assumed I was gonna buy the drink. She seen what I came in there with and was like, oh,
hmm
okay, he's gonna buy her. He's gonna do no, I'm not gonna do that. I just want you to know I got it. But like I said, you come in there with a little set price. I like to get me I like the drink. So I would
I
say
like the
you
drink.
never know how much a strip club drink gonna be. So I like to say I set aside if I'm coming in there with like I said, 160 to 220, whatever, $40 to $50 is just
Alcohol.
drinking, just in case. And that depends on if I'm gonna go like that or I'm not gonna go. But that's just for drinking. Then I got my money. I'm me personally, I'm only gonna throw probably $60 in money all night because it's once. And that's all so I'm gonna leave with some
Make it
money or
stretch.
I got extra money just in case
I
I
ain't
go
leaving
through
with
the
no money.
situation I went through my first time I ever went to the strip club. So I bring money in there for me to drink and have a good time, and for my niggas just in case it's like, oh, I'm a little short on something. So
That's
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 my
good
strip
strip
club
club
etiquette.
etiquette though.
It is.
Because what I do, I always walk in, I case the joint, and then I act like I don't act like it's just me. I don't really need you hoes to dance
Yeah.
for me. I'm just here for a good
Yeah,
time,
I
like
really
Kenny
don't.
said.
Like, I don't.
I'm not pressed. I'm not
Because
pressed.
the
Mhm.
I'm not.
females, they like confidence. They like confidence. They like that.
I'm not pressed. I'm confident, and
Can't be
also I
thirsty.
don't want to look like bro off a Players Club, bro. What's his name?
That,
Stan.
bruh.
I
No,
don't want to look like bro off a Players Club, so I'm not pressed.
He said,
So
"Hey,
then, and
I
then
always
this
make
is
sure
what.
you get home.
Yeah, I'm not that guy. But then I don't want you to think I'm a sucker either, because if you start twerking on me, I'm gonna think we're at a teen club again, and I'm gonna dance back. Oh, because I didn't tell you to come over here. So boom, boom, boom. My money's not out yet. Strip club etiquette for me is if you don't have a chicken spot in your strip joint, I'm not going.
Mm.
I'm not. If I can't get an 8-piece and fries, I'm not going because I'm going to put in my order first. Because let me tell you why I'm going to put in my order first. Because it's going to take an hour and a half to get these
it's gonna
fucking
take some
wings.
time."
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
where is this? I haven't been to a strip club yet. Like I've been to one where somebody cooked food
Uh-huh.
and they was trying to sell plates, but I
Yeah.
haven't been to a spot where they cooking.
Oh, no, that was when I went to KOD. They had a whole kitchen in the back. I said, "Damn, nigga, y'all niggas got greens."
That's different. I'm talking about here, where we at now.
Escape. I think Escape used to have a kitchen back in the day. I think Rachel's never had a kitchen. Rachel's and Sinbad's, well, Confidential, whatever. They always had the sternos and
People
shit.
serving,
Yeah,
yeah,
but like if
people
you go
out
to
there
like,
selling food.
but like what Kenny said, I go to hole in the wall booty clubs. I call them the titty bars. I call them the booty clubs and the titty bar. The hole in the walls is the booty club because we ain't supposed to be in there. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
But those ones have kitchens in there. The hole in the
Mm.
walls, the ones where they be like, "Girl, you ain't got no." They got their own stripper poles. They ain't got no merit. like like one of the
Mm.
motherfucking security guards made the stripper poles. I go to those ones. I go to those ones. I make that's where I used to be at. But that's where you get the an 8-piece, and then when you walk around, you get your 8-piece. Then you go get your hundreds. And I'm a nice guy when I'm in the strip club. Kenny will tell you, I give my friends money. Let's have a
He does. I appreciate him.
good
Cause I mean, I come in there with my little 40.
Mhm.
So now I'll be running over. I got 8 left.
Yeah,
I'm like
yeah.
this stretch.
I'm
I'm
here.
like, he throw me
I'm
another
here.
20. Oh, I'm back in the game.
Yeah, I'm not throwing
I'm back
thousands.
in the game.
CK, I'm not throwing thousands of dollars. I'm throwing 250, and I'm
Hell
giving it to my
nah.
friend. I'm giving it to my friend. I'm giving some money to my friend, and we having a good time. And it's gonna look like we have money because all these hoes. And then this is what I do. This is just a little personal kink for me. I throw that dollar on that ground just to see how fast them bitches squirmy like roaches. I love it. That's what gets me. That's the little 800 me. When you
He
throw
said,
that
"I
dollar on
love
the ground,
snitching."
bro, that's what it is. When you throw that dollar on the ground and them bitches, poof.
Move, I saw it
bitch,
first.
bitch about to break their neck to try to get that dollar. And you just be looking like, girl, I got more. Relax. There's more where that came from.
That's
Relax.
why I said it's like a stray cat. You can't do that. You can't
I love it. I love that shit. When
like
you throw that
no, that's
motherfucking dollar
because
down,
he's baiting them.
yeah,
But
I'm
I'm saying
baiting. I'm just trying to
you
see
can't
who
do
needs
that.
to make rent. because the real strip, because Kenny will tell you when we was in that strip club, and I'm not gonna drop no names. I'm not gonna drop no names, but I think he knows who we talking about. When we was in the strip club, one of the baddest ones was dancing with us all night. Why? Because bro, we was cool. We was portioning out money, and we were respectful. We didn't say we wasn't
Mhm.
slapping them. We was slapping them on the ass. No, I mean that's niggas do that, but
You feel me?
grabbing them by. I'm not grabbing them by the pussy though. Like like we're
Yeah, I
respectful.
ain't trying to slip no finger nowhere.
Yeah, I ain't trying to slip no baby. Like I'm folding up money. Like here, go get you some diapers. Here, go put some gas in your car.
I, hey,
That's what I do. Go put some gas in your car because I understand. I treat stripping like serving. I know what you got to do to make $100 a night as a server. So only God, I can only imagine what you got to do to make $100 a night as a stripper.
mm,
And I always make it. I flirt if you flirt back, but I don't over flirt. I don't want it to make it look like, oh, this
I'm
nigga just
thirsty
want
or
my.
nothing.
Yeah, I don't like you like strip club etiquette. You can't act thirsty in that motherfucker. If you act thirsty, they're not gonna fuck with you. Even if you got money, they're not gonna fuck with you because girls wanna. They already salty, TK, because they're stripping. Like,
You feel me?
like,
Yeah.
like they're taking their clothes off in front of people, bro. So they're already salty. But let's just make her feel welcome in our section. And that's what me and Kitty. You were with me the last time we did. Did you ever go to strip club with us, TK?
I don't know if I've been in there with you.
Nah,
Yeah, you
man,
did.
we make people feel welcome.
I was gonna say y'all went together before. We went to
Yeah, when we went to Confidential.
yeah, we went to Confidentials together.
Yeah,
Did we?
we make strippers
Yeah.
feel welcome over around
He was
here. You
at
can come.
Jason's party, I think, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one.
Okay. Yep.
That's the one. That's the one where she was throwing it at, and I would just put my hand on her ass. Remember, I was like, "Never mind, never mind,
Never mind.
never mind." But nah, like we make strippers feel comfortable. Like we don't
Oh yeah, for sure.
like we don't like the worst thing I ever seen is a stripper not because she already like I said she's already nervous and she's already probably a little bit embarrassed because you're taking your clothes off for $1.
Damn.
Like if you really think about it, I'm showing you showing me QC for $1. This is what you got to do to make it through school. $1.
It adds up. It adds up. But the
It
thing,
does. It,
go ahead.
nah, it adds up. Like you said, it adds up.
I'm just saying, like the worst thing to like my strip club etiquette is if you ain't got food, you don't go because the food is going to keep me there. If that makes sense, because I
Okay.
gotta wait for my food. I gotta eat my food, and ain't nothing like. And I don't know about you, gentlemen. I don't know. TK don't understand this, but ain't nothing like you eating an 8-piece and that girl is shaking her ass on you, and you got that styrofoam plate. You got that stuff, and she shaking that ass on you, boy. And you
Hey,
like, hey,
hey.
nigga.
And look, and I just told Kenny before. So look, I'm not gonna sit here and get on you, Sledge, because I did just have an experience. Like I said, this past Friday, this Friday that just passed, I just actually got to enjoy. It was a 6-piece because they only give 6 and 12. I got a 6-piece,
Oh,
but
inflation,
you
tariffs
know,
and shit. Trump.
but I walked into something I wasn't expecting. So I think so. Would this be considered a hole in the wall, or this would be like how you was just explaining them to me? So I went to the bar. I ordered my wings, like you said. I go in there, order my wings, get me a shot. I step outside. I go outside to smoke. I'm just chilling. When I walk in, there's a stripper pole in the middle of the floor,
Hole in the
but
wall.
there's not too many people who know. It's called a lounge. That's what they got as a lounge. I don't know. You feel me? Yeah, lounge. About to say, but so I walk outside. I'm smoking everything. I come back in. Music going. I mean, music was playing before, but now there's a whole stripper out there just throwing ass. I'm like, oh,
Booty
and
club.
and that that to go 6-piece turned into a I'm gonna eat this 6-piece here. You feel me?
You see,
So I didn't
you see what I'm
understand.
saying?
Like
You see
I
what
ordered it
I'm
to
already
go.
here.
I ended up staying for a little bit just to enjoy the wings. So I'm
See,
I'm
like,
already here.
I've never had strip club wings. I'm gonna get
Strip
them.
club wings.
But I heard, like I
Strip
said,
club
I
but
heard
wings.
the
see,
one spot was just Eddie's chicken and waffles, and I was like, that's my spot. Like, that's my
Strip
little.
club wings. Strip club wings is where it's at, nigga. I like now. Like
I don't
we call
consider them a strip club still though. I just
now
consider
it's a
them a
booty. I
bar. I
call it
don't
a
consider
booty
them a strip
club.
club.
I call it the booty
But
club.
but it's like but it's just
The ass
from
everywhere.
Thursdays to Saturdays. Yeah, it's just from Thursdays to Saturdays they say it.
Yeah, Thursday to Saturday, they got strippers, because they trying to bring people in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
trying to bring people in.
yeah.
I call that the booty club. You was at a
And
hole in the
Okay,
wall.
okay.
and one of the rules I had this because I was specifically thinking about TK's story. That's on here. I just want to make sure it was known that always be aware, especially when you get a little dance, pay attention to the song changes. Now, if
Yes.
you got like I said earlier, luckily when I went my first time, I don't know if they just knew I was young, so they was like, "Hey, look, this is it. This is it now."
Yeah, they try to help you out. Some people
They were
care.
supposed to tell us,
Some people
but
are strippers of gold.
yeah, with him and like if you ever seen the Hood Movie Review episode we did for Fat Beach, like TK talked about it,
Yeah.
like they didn't tell
My
him.
man
But
was looking
he just
like buddy.
yeah, now we're sending you out $200. You're like, whoa, what? I didn't know. Like,
Yeah.
you want to make sure you
But
pay attention because just in case, like,
but
so that song changed. That song might be 30 seconds long because some
Man,
clubs they change that
don't
song quick.
don't get no dance in the middle of a song. Nah, we gonna wait.
Yeah, we wait
but
till that
I'm
song. I want to get my
thankful.
full
We
But
gonna
I'm
experience.
wait.
thankful for my first experience because
Oh
that
yeah,
led to me
yeah,
wanting to take a little bit more now and understanding like, hey, maybe I'm with somebody and they don't know. Maybe they don't have strip
yeah.
club etiquette.
They don't have strip club. Nobody. You'll be
You
surprised.
know.
I got another one for you. I got another one for you.
Go
If
ahead.
you know the stripper, don't look at the stripper.
That's
Just
a good. That's
just let her work. Hey, I remember I went in that motherfucking strip club one day, and she hit me like diamond on us. Oh, girl, what you say? Girl, what you want to come and come tell me them damn girl? I
Girl,
ain't
I
about
need some
to.
money.
Yeah, girl,
I
like
support.
I ain't about to interrupt, girl. You working? Like,
I
Go
had
ahead, get to work. Yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
I've
She
had two
like,
girls I knew, and they were like the one girl. Like one girl was just kind of like, "Hey, what's good?" And we went back to dance. And the other one was kind of like you, "Oh, I can't believe this. Just because we
you
work
thought
together, I mean,
Wes was gonna come
I
in
ain't about to come at you. I'm not that weird nigga from Players Club
here?
that was like, yeah, throw that money on her while she at work. Like, yeah, like when she was in college.
Nah,
Like,
bro, that's
yeah,
corny.
do a little table dance. Like, I'm
Do a
not like
table
that.
dance.
Right.
Like that's lame as
I
fuck.
respect you. I know you're Monique out here. But when you out there, you Ebony,
Yeah. Yeah, I know
I
you.
know when to cut
Yeah,
her off. Like I
yeah, I
said,
know
I
you,
know
Jessica, out here in passion in the club. I get
exactly. I'm not about to do
it.
that to you. I can separate. I can
I
separate
get
the
Mm-hmm.
artist. I can when I see
yeah,
you.
I can
Hey,
separate.
guess what? I can separate our fire. Like you know how they did R. Kelly. Like, look, I know R. Kelly did a thing, but that music's still fire. Like with this, I
Yeah,
feel like with
nah,
this,
man. Nah, man. Hey, Kenny.
Seems
We was
like
at the we
you're
was at the yeah,
ready.
you gonna be ready. We was at the strip club, Kitty. We was at the strip club, Kitty, together. Oh girl, we worked with old girl. What she act like?
yep,
We treated her like she was a
yeah.
regular human being.
I'm
She was
like,
kicking it with us. Like
what's good?
it looked like we was at another shift at work.
Yeah,
We just kicking it.
yeah, I'm not like I said, I'm not that weird nigga that's gonna do that to you.
I'm not about to. Nah, I ain't gonna
I'm not gonna
disrespect
be
you,
over the church
man.
like, oh my gosh, that's her. Just like try to get it. Like,
Hey,
nah, we cool.
nah.
Like,
And
I
then
know you're at work. You're working. I'm not
yeah.
about to be that nigga. I know you work at Raising Cane's. I'm not about to be like, hey, in the back. I know you got to cook. Hey, I ain't want to do that
Yeah.
to you.
I'm not
I
that
might get
guy.
you
And
for
also,
if I see if we
you
catch
also don't believe anything these hoes say to you.
true. Oh, true. They
Because these
trying to
bitches,
that's their whole point. It's
they trying
customer
to get all
service.
your money.
It's customer service. And it's still customer service. People forget that. It's a job is still a job. Just because your cheeks are out, don't mean it's still not a job. It's still a job.
I think they get a W-2. I think they get a
They got to
1099.
clock in. They got to clock in like we do.
Yeah, they got to
Hey,
clock in.
and I tell you what, I came here for a good time, so I ain't trying to hear no sad stories.
At the
I'm
end of
just
the day,
gonna put it like
like they
that.
say, because with me, I work with phones. I work over the phone, and they say you got to talk with a smile because even though they can't see, they can still hear. Listen, how was your day today?
Yeah.
So with
Right.
them, you got to do the same thing. I can see you. I see a lot of you. I see a lot. Just be
Hey,
doing stuff for me.
hey, I'm gonna make you work for this $40. Just like how I gotta work for my check, I'm gonna make you work for your check. You don't get no special sympathy because you strip, because you
Yep,
show ass
you
and
gotta work.
titties.
You gotta work.
Like, you gotta work for this, man. Because
This
listen, put it like this: if I wasn't giving you the money, if I wasn't treating you with respect, I would be in your DMs trying to fuck you without even knowing that you was a stripper. Let's be realistic.
Mm,
Let's be realistic.
mm.
So you want me in your DMs? Do you want me in your DMs, or do you want me to respect you at your job?
the thing. Another thing too, because let me say, it's like a restaurant job. You know, so, like I give you a tip. How many times you keep coming back here? Ask me how much want water. How much? I see you got limited. Want to fill your cup up? Like, oh, okay, she's really checking in on me. Does
Yeah,
this like that's good.
doing a good
You
job.
gotta do that. It's just like that. It's still a job at the end of the day. So you gotta respect them same way they should respect you. And I feel like it should be respect on both ends. So as a stripper, you should
Yeah.
be one to come back, check on me. Hey, how you doing? You want to dance? I'm okay. I'm enjoying my wings right now.
Man, thank you. Like
I'm enjoying my
make
wings
me
right
feel
now.
at home.
You can dance right here. Just don't get too close. But you can dance right here in the
Yeah, like
corner.
I got a lot I ordered extra wet barbecue wings, so it's gonna be a little messy. So I want you to
Hey,
do
I'm
that.
gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you another strip club etiquette though. I don't think you should be ordering flavored wings.
Why not? Why not?
I think
Shit.
I think you should
Shit.
just get fried. Why are you licking your fingers in the strip club?
If I walk in the strip club, I don't even have to know if you ate or whatever you did. But if I walk in, I see you go, I'm leaving. That's disgusting.
I don't
That's
know what's
disgusting.
It's
going.
already disgusting. It smells like ass up in here, man.
Because the wing, because like so she up there sweating, she up there, she making that money, and you over there.
Bro,
Because not only
you
because
take
you
your
got to
ass
think,
on me.
not only
Best thing in the
not
world is
only you had because think about everything your hands have touched throughout that night, and
I know what the fuck
You
I
didn't
signed
touch.
up for.
you touched stripper pole. Actually, no, let me go back before that. So you reached in your pocket.
Yeah.
You don't really clean your pockets out like that. Like the washer and dryer don't get it that good. Now you go in there, so you got your hands in your pockets. You pulling money out. Money is already disgusting. So you're pulling money out and you're giving it to the security guard. This is
Yeah.
to security. You know, they pat you down. Get in there, nigga. Like, all right. Yeah, push forward. And then, okay, you sat down. You like, okay, bet. You pull out some more money. You're getting ready. Oh, you know what? I've worked up a little bit of a sweat pulling this money out, throwing on this poor girl. Let me go ahead and get some. Go ahead and get some chicken wings.
Poor girl.
Let me get some chicken wings. I'm a little hungry. And you getting your now you done.
Nigga ordered an 8-piece lemon pepper extra wet, and all of a
Yeah,
sudden,
get a
Extra
little,
wet.
get a little wet wipe. Get a little wet wipe. Get a little wet wipe, like get a little moist towelette.
yeah,
Wipe in the money and throw it.
just give me a 6-piece fried. I don't want nothing on. Just give me a 6-piece fried. Just throw some ranch on the side if anything. If I want to be freaky.
Hey, listen.
So
All I'm saying is your hand's gonna be greasy regardless, whether it's an ass or chicken. So
I didn't touch the glass. I didn't touch all these random ass ones.
listen, man.
I done shook a stripper's hand or two. Don't know where they hand been at all damn night.
Gave him a hug, and now I got that nigga before on my chest.
I got a little bit of glitter on my shoulder now.
I got glitter on
That's
my
the worst. You get
shoulder.
it come up with that glitter on you.
You know,
And the thing is too, like Sled said earlier, Sled said this earlier, because we're talking about customer service. Like I said, don't believe what they said, because that was my next rule. It was you will fall in love. Don't believe what they say. That's literally what my next rule was. Just go ahead, do your own thing. Like I said, they don't love you like they think they do.
And that's why I said I came in here for a good time, not a sad story. Because I mean, hey, I feel bad for little Pookie too. I know he need
need
that
diapers.
special shoe or whatever. You know, I know he need a special shoe. I know he can't read good. I can't help but tutor him. You feel me? Like you feel me? I'm just here. Like,
I'll throw a little bit so you can be able to pay for it. But yeah, don't think I'm gonna pay for it all now. Don't think I'm gonna throw you the whole. I know you need 300, but I ain't about to pay the whole 300.
I give you
$12.
$3.
Yeah, yeah, however much you paying, honey. Now, because like I said, I don't really I got one more rule. Mine's just on the way out. I don't know if you have any more rules y'all want to put in there, but y'all have any more?
I'm good.
Sled, you muted.
I think you muted now.
You still muted. Okay. But another thing, while he's gone, I'm gonna say something. Now this is a little bit racist, but certain clubs. Okay, Sledge is back. Okay, so this is a little bit racist. Yeah, you back. I'm gonna say something real quick though before you say what you're gonna say.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So it's a little racist, but certain clubs do different things. Now, listen. Now, your predominantly black clubs that we go to, because that's the ones I prefer. I do like white women, but I will say this: when you go to these predominantly white clubs, they don't believe in shaking ass. They usually it's a lot of hair and the music. Please my cherry pie, and they do that little thing where they be like,
some sugar on that.
That's like a
that's trash. So I can't. So I can't say
that's
that these
striptease.
rules. I can't say that all these rules apply to those clubs. So don't try to use some of these these rules we got there, and then you'll get the same result.
Hey, but they
Because
said at white strip clubs they sell crab legs though.
do they?
That's what I
They
heard.
sell crab legs?
That's
what I
crazy.
heard.
I did not know
That's
that.
wild. Go
I
get
thought it would be like,
huh?
yeah, I thought it would be something else. Like I didn't think
Porridge,
they need a crab leg. Yeah, so porridge.
Porridge. I thought they'd be giving out like
green
club
bean
sandwiches or
casserole,
something.
club
You know,
sandwiches.
club sandwiches and charcuterie boards or
Hey,
whatever.
it's not even like a full
Charcuterie,
sandwich. It's like that
charcuterie
little
at a
one with the
strip club.
toothpick in it.
Hey,
Yeah.
It's a little killer toothpick and they got a little olive on the top. It's one of them.
Yeah, you get a bread and cheese and stuff.
charcuterie at a strip club might get me there. At this age I'm at this age, not back in the day. At this age, you got a charcuterie
Nigga said I'm
board?
making me a little cracker sandwich.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it with some olives.
These keeper clubs. You know what? Let me get 3 of these.
Little Ritz and some Cheez and some crumpets.
Yeah, I was gonna say so you can't use all these rules. These are more for black clubs. These are more for black clubs. Now, if you're talking about these white clubs, like I said, because the security's different too. I just walked right in. They didn't even check us when we went in there. That's just, which is
Security at the
wild. You
black
would think,
clubs, be like, they be all up on you. Be like, damn, nigga, you want to take me to dinner first? God
yeah,
I'm not a dancer, sir. I just
damn.
came
Hey,
here.
yeah,
why you
I'm
all
not
up
a
in my?
dancer, sir.
Why you all up in my shit?
yeah. Because
I
I was
just
about to say,
came here
because
to
when we
throw
went,
money, and that's it.
the
You
strip
know?
clubs are different. It was like when we went to, because we went. I've only been to one white club. So, like I said, again, this is like, you know how in science they say you gotta, the different variables to things, different variables. We learn that in science. Now, all these things ain't gonna work with every club, because again, like I said, we've done this with a lot of different black clubs, and it worked. Now with these white clubs, again, we can't guarantee that, because like I said, we got to go into the black clubs. There's always some Mark Henry built nigga or a Aunt Helen built woman that check you when you come in there.
Bruh.
And
Oh shit. Before. Oh, I forgot we lost. Why is there always
I forgot we were.
a big ass stud?
There's a big stuff. Like I said, she was a big Aunt Helen one. She tossing niggas. Like she was tossing niggas. I felt safe there. So I was like, okay, I like that. But when I went to that one white strip club and they had this big Russian white dude, he was just
He was in a shirt.
big.
He was in a suit.
Yeah, like it wasn't like a suit. He had a tie. I'll say that he had a tie. The other one we went to, they just it was black shirts had security on the front.
Nah,
But
I
he, but
definitely
he had
remember that one where the nigga had on the suit and tie, whatever.
That's called
That
a
nigga
gentleman's
like,
club.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, was it. It was like he had the suit, but he didn't have the jacket. That's what it was. He had the jacket. He was still trying to show off his arms, so he was like,
He had a short sleeve dress shirt on. Fuck
yes,
off.
he did. Yeah,
Fuck
yes, he
him.
did. Yeah,
Fuck
and he
him.
was a big bald Russian dude, and he was just like, he gave me a little he got to gave me like a little pat to the chest, a little swipe across, like he was swiping left or right, and it
Yeah.
was just like, all right, you good. And I'm like, that's not enough. I don't feel safe.
I'm
I
about to
don't
shoot.
feel safe.
I am about to shoot everybody in the street.
Nobody's safe. No, the thing was though, like when like I had to deal with that, and like so you didn't hit she's my cherry pie. I don't like that kind of music at that kind of like. I don't
I
like
mean,
that. The
bounce
dance is
that
different.
ass and shake them
Yeah,
titties.
I'm here for Players Club, not Coyote Ugly. I ain't trying to see that.
I'm here for Players Club, not Coyote Ugly.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to.
I want that motherfucker. I'm trying to be like what T-Pain was talking about in the strip club, nigga.
Like the bartender.
Yeah, nigga.
Trying to take a log cabin out in Wisconsin.
Yeah, nigga. I'm
But
trying to be. I'm in love with a dancer. She popping, she rolling, she rolling. She
Sliz, what
slapped
was
and
the
I'm pulling.
Sliz, what was the last one you had though? What you said you had a last rule for us?
Oh damn, I forgot. Well, I mean, one of my last rules is this, and this is if you just want to get in with the strippers.
Okay.
Always tell them bye.
Yeah.
Always tell them, hey, I'm gonna holler at you. Give them that little hug. Don't give them too much of the hug, cause don't
Yeah.
forget they're half naked. Don't give them all that shit. You're a pervert.
Give him that booty out church hug.
All right, bro. I'm gonna holler at you. All right, I see you, Sled. All right, when they know you by name, you're in a good space. When they know you
Yeah,
by name, you're in a good space. You know why? Because they trust
they do.
you. They trust
At
you.
that point, it wasn't just customer service. At that point, it was like, okay, look, you actually build a rapport
Yeah,
with
you
these.
build a
With these
rapport.
you build a rapport with them at that
Always
point.
build a rapport. And always, share a fry or two. You know they working.
Okay,
I,
wait.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Yeah, I don't want her putting her hand on my plate. I'm just saying.
You had your hand in that man's crotch earlier. I don't want your hand in my fries.
Right? You
No
feel?
problem.
Did you wash them? Did you sanitize?
Yeah,
Just
I don't
offer.
trust
Just
you.
offer. If they say, hey, 9 times out of 10,
My
8 times
thing
out of 10,
is
they're gonna say no.
okay,
Just
but
offer.
when you offer, do you pass the box to them, or do you just pull a fry out and say you want a fry?
I mean, whatever you want to do, TK. Me personally,
This,
I
to pull out a flaccid fry, be like, you want this
yeah, that's
fry?
crazy. That's crazy to me.
I'm just
That's
It's
insane.
dangling.
to hand
Yeah,
her okay,
that's
but to
wild.
pass her your whole box and let her dig in there.
I mean,
That is wild too.
TK,
That is wild. But I think it
TK,
would be
she
like
been
a.
working though. She
It
been
would be like
working.
a.
She been
I'd be like,
working.
You
hey, you want
wanna
to fry? It kind of like
but
present
you
like
wanna know what I
a treasure
think?
chest. You want to fry?
Yeah.
Alright,
Like you
You
want
want
to
to fry?
fry, like a little fry. All right, bet you don't. All right, bet I'm out.
about to
I ain't
say
about to.
so every time I think of that though, like when you just said that, I just go back to the scary movie too. When he's my germs just stuck his whole hand in that thing.
Ah.
I just see that my
Then she
germs
shouldn't be.
like,
If she's
oh
doing that,
God.
she shouldn't be working.
But then the thing is, when she says my germs, and then you look around and you see every other nigga looking at you like you got they germs too. Like, I'm just like
Yeah, that's they too. Speaking of my germs, I got one more rule. I got to add one more because you said that. Them girls with the imperfections. I would say that. I'm just gonna say imperfections. The girls with imperfections because we seen a one-legged one time and she
hey,
showed out.
she was stoned.
When?
We see. I still got the clip. We still like say TK
She was in the
recorded.
parking lot getting it in though.
And that's they too. Not a lot of clubs will let you record. Now some of them will let you
Hey,
record a little
yeah.
bit.
Hey, don't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
That's my
I'm
thing.
that guy.
I was that
I'm
guy when
record a little
I
bit.
ain't gonna lie. When I,
I got plenty of good memories. Like,
Hey, I was that guy. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I was at KOD, though, I recorded the experience though. It
He
was
said,
everything.
you think I'm just gonna jump up and grind my feet on Eddie's couch? Yeah, I remember
I ain't never.
grinding my feet on Eddie's.
I'm about to,
That's me though. I will record a little bit. I can record a lot of bit. I'm gonna record a little bit.
I ain't gonna put your face in it. I'm gonna put your ass in it.
yeah. I don't need your face. I just want to record the performance. You're doing a good
Yeah, I
job.
want to record the put. Yeah, I don't no face, no case, and always make sure the big girl show the big girl some love.
You got to.
Show
You gotta show the big girls some love. Now with me,
the
I
big
will
girl some
say,
love.
don't be showing the skinny one some love like that. I do. I throw a little bit. Just be like, hey, I got you. But
Yeah,
that's
them
not
skinny
not
moans.
my
Like, go get you a sandwich. Let's go get you a sandwich. That big girl, we might kick it all night. Cause she cool at the end of the day. Cause fat
Listen, they
bitches
be
is
like,
cool at the end
Big
of the day.
Bertha, Big
You
Bertha
gonna
to the
offer a
stage.
wing?
Oh, fat bitches, they gonna turn down food in the strip club because they don't want to be. That's stereotypical.
They be like, stop. Stop.
There was this one. There was this one big bitch. There was this one. There was one. There was this one big bitch in the strip club one time. She was throwing that ass crazy, throwing it on me. I'm like, oh my god, throwing, oh my god. She kicked it, man. I'm eating my food. We chilling. It was like 1:45. The night about to wrap up. She like, yeah, man. So I see you doing big things with the rap. Keep it up, man. I really be listening to it. Nigga, we had like a 15-minute conversation. Yeah, girl.
The
I'm about to
thing about that
graduate.
is, I've never seen a big girl at a strip club. I've seen girls that were out of shape.
Oof,
They got a gut. They had a pudge to them.
oof,
They weren't built right. I've seen some
oof.
weird built females, but I've never seen a BBW. I've never seen a
Nah, I ain't never.
BBW.
I've seen a lot of BB. I've seen the bad built ones. I'm like, I can get that shit at home. That's not what I come out here for. That's not what I come. Not saying any of the bitches I've ever been with was bad built, but they're if I
Yeah, he said
came
he
out
said
here,
street. Street. I know what you mean by that.
yeah, I could have stayed at home for this. Like, and then I feel like as a stripper, you should take care of your body more. Like, you don't have to get your ass
You're getting
done. You don't got
paid
to
for
get
it.
your titties done, but
Getting
do
paid
a
for it.
couple of crunches.
You're getting paid for it. At the end of the day,
Yeah,
you
well,
are getting paid for it.
I don't mind a little gut. And you know what I do like though in strip clubs? Stretch marks. Because you know what? That means you've been through something. And that's gonna help me, and that's gonna motivate me to give you a little bit more dollars. Because you got a baby at home now. I see them stretch marks. Kenny, you remember we were sitting there talking to that girl? She was like, how you know I ain't got no kids? You ain't got no stretch marks.
You ain't got no spirits.
You ain't got no yeah,
You
I
ain't,
said,
you
how
ain't
old are you,
working
baby?
hard enough. That's how I know you ain't working hard enough. You're
Yeah,
sitting
yeah,
down already.
yeah,
You did 2 songs. You did the full 3. You
yeah.
did with us.
I said, how old are you? About 24, 25? She's like, yeah, I'm 24. How did you know? Lucky guess.
You ain't been through life yet. You still got that
Yeah,
gleam in your eye. You ain't going
yeah,
through no
girl, you
real
ain't got
life.
no. What you shaking ass for? You ain't got no fucking kids. You ain't got no motivation. Fuck, get that shit out of here, man. Give me that girl with a little tummy, some stretch marks, and that ass got cellulite.
And she got a bullet hole wound. That's the one I like.
Oh
Yeah,
Bullet
bullet.
wound.
Ooh, I love
Bullet
yeah,
wound.
I don't. I think
I
they had
want
one of them in Memphis. I was like, yeah.
to.
give me the one with the dimple in the booty.
I
Yeah,
want one. I want her. She's been through it. I want her.
yeah,
She had a nice. She been stabbed before. I want one of them. I
yeah.
want.
I want the one with the tattoos all on her chest and on her
And they
ass.
and they and you can tell them tattoos were done in somebody's basement. I want one of them.
Yeah,
I want that.
yeah. That's the stripper I want because you know what? That stripper has started from the bottom and worked her way up.
She didn't got yeah. She went through a lot in her time.
Yeah,
She said,
she
yeah,
only
I'm
doing
gonna.
this.
And she tell you, yeah, I'm gonna get this covered up. But yeah,
Yeah,
every
yeah.
time you see her,
Or
oh yeah, I'm gonna
I'm
get this
only doing
covered up.
this.
But she never
I'm
do it.
only doing this to get through school. I'm only
The
doing this to
strippers
get.
y'all, the strippers y'all talking about the one that normally work during the daytime.
Yep,
Nah,
that's the one.
nah,
That's
mine.
what,
Nah, these hoes
she
work at
working on
night.
it. She working night this time. She's doing a double. She's sweating. She got her hair is fun.
I only go at night.
Listen,
Any nigga that goes
yeah,
to
I
the
only
strip
go
club
now. I
during the
didn't go
day,
time either. But
any nigga that
I
go to the
will
strip
say,
club during the day, pray for him because he going through something.
the funny thing is, look, I ain't gonna say one of my uncles. He went to the strip club during the daytime with my dad, and my dad walked in with him, and they said, "Hey," and I can say the name, but they said, "Hey," and they said his name. My dad said, "How the daytime strippers know?" Oh man.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
And my last rule, I'm gonna say, well, yeah, don't go during the daytime. That's some creepy shit, man. I
Don't
will
go
say,
through the
don't
daytime.
go during the daytime.
Only white men go through the daytime. And truckers.
It's always. I'll say this. Look, like I said, because you're gonna be a little bit racist. Like when you go to strip club, you're gonna be just a tad bit racist. You're gonna be just a smidge racist because you're gonna see some stuff. Like there's always like usually it's Middle Eastern men. I'll say that a lot of Middle Eastern men they be thirsty. They be in there grabbing. Yes. I saw her first. I saw her first. They be grabbing the hip, throwing the money up, and it's like you can't be too thirsty. You can't be too thirsty. And a lot of one of the ones I've seen have been just a smidge bit too thirsty. So you don't want to be that. Now, I was gonna say my last rule. I would say when you leave, throw some money up on the way out. That's what I'm gonna say. On the way out, when you walk out, if you got like $3 left, just Now I ain't gonna say throw all the rest of the money you got left. Just throw a little bit, just on the way out. All right,
Just
y'all.
to watch them scatter. Just to watch them scatter. Just
Yeah,
to watch them. Just to watch them scatter. I love it.
girl,
That's what brings me joy. When you throw that money, when you throw that dollar on the ground, just to see them bitches look up in the sky like a bunch of corn. Look
yeah.
up, cup. You gotta see who's thirsty, who's hungry, who wants it more.
So like I said, you go in there, like I said, you dap everybody up, like, hey, I see you later. Dap like that nigga too. All right, I see you later. Give a couple hugs out. Hey, hey, I'll catch you later, Keller. All right, all right.
Yeah.
Hey, Ebony, you did your thing tonight. Hey, good job. Good job. I'll be in here.
I'll be back.
Now you better be in here when I see you. All right, you better chill out now. All right. Hey. I'm gonna get a private dance for you next time. I know I promised you last time, but I'm gonna get you next time. All right. Now then, throw that little last like $5 up in the air, and then you walk out. Just throw a little $5 out. If you want to do it, throw a little $10 up, and then you're on your way out. And then that's how you leave. You leave like a G. That's how you're supposed to do it. So if you watch this is our bad guy. Like Ned's classified. This is bad guys. This classified. The strip club. We'll do some more stuff probably like that during the series, but I like that though. I think strip club was a
Strip
great.
club etiquette. Because listen though, what works for you what works for us might not work for you. But we're giving you the basics. All we're doing is
We
giving you the
are.
basics. We just don't want you to go in there all willy nilly, with your dick, with your dick out. You know what I'm saying? We don't want like,
I'm moving my dick in my hand.
yeah. We don't want that because some strip clubs is partially nude. Other strip clubs is full nude, bro. And let's be honest, bro. When you see women in the nude, bucket naked.
Looking naked. I ain't never
you
been to a
know,
full new one. I
like
gotta go
your
there.
hormones might race, but we're trying to help you control your hormones, bro. That's all.
Yeah. And them like I said, that's why I say go as a group. You don't want to go by yourself. You don't want to go by yourself because, like I said, they're gonna be like, I don't know about him. I don't know, but he look a little shifty. I don't like
Why this
it.
nigga by himself? He ain't
You
here.
gotta go with a
Yeah.
group. You gotta go a couple people with you. But like I said, we're gonna end it right here. Bad guy out.